Hi everyone, hello and welcome to our YouTube channel of Projekt Perfumery India. I'm Mohit here and today we'll be talking about how year 2017 have been. So far, in one word, it was phenomenal. So many new scents and people were actually a lot of enthusiasm about trying new houses, going for new scents. So that's the best thing we could have expected from 2017, right? So in this video, we'll be doing this video is going to be full of randomness. We would be covering several scents which we have seen got the most love from people in year of 2017. With that, we'll be beginning 2018, which we expect to be much better, right guys? So before I get into the content, right, I'll be having some honorable mentions in this video. The first one is going to be Interlude by Amouage. It has got a nickname too. It's called Blue Monster, and it's true to that name, right? So in 2016, when we got into niche, we had a lot of people who were using designers. So this has kind of mixed reviews. Some people who talk really high about it, they can't live without it. It simply doesn't connect to some people, which is absolutely normal. We are different personalities, so the scent personalities are also different, right? This one, if you talk about complexity, it's 10 on 10. Talk about performance, it's 10 on 10. Talk about compliments, it's 8 on 10 because it simply doesn't connect to some people, right? Which is completely normal, right? If you buy this and say, right, I'm not getting compliments, I don't feel it, that's completely okay. This is not made for you. While it will connect to 80% of the people who understand perfumery, who understand how complex scents are. You have people call it smoky. It's really full of smokes, but to enjoy that smokiness, you have to wear it and wait for minimum 2 hours, and then that smokiness is gonna come in, right? This is our first honorable mention. In 2017, we have seen more and more people willing to try for it, more and more people interested in this particular scent. So this is our first honorable mention. It's called Interlude by Amouage. Coming to second honorable mention, that's Safari Extreme by House of Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. This is a Middle Eastern house specializing into attars, oils and bakhur, right? This is their perfume offering, the spray offerings, what they have, they call it the perfume spray offering. This is Safari Extreme. When we come to the scent profile, this is spicy, woody and oud based, right? So it's really heavy and complex. But when you buy Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, you expect something to be really heavy on oud, but this is totally Western. This is targeted oud for Western countries. But however, a lot of buts because this particular scent is, as in, I fall short of words when this comes because it has got so much to offer. Once you wear it, you grow on it, you're not gonna leave this for a lifetime. It's that kind of scent. Very few scents are like that. YSL M7 was one of those. Then Gushipuram 1 was another. This goes into that genre, that legacy we talk about. It's called Safari Extreme by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. It's little hard to find, but then if you have patience, you could get one easily. We are always running out of it. We have pre-bookings going on. This is Safari Extreme by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi. Mind-blowing juice. The third honorable mention is a new launch by House of Tom Ford. Tom Ford has been they revolutionized the whole industry. They come up with so quirky ideas which are at a level above, that talks about the class, the style, the elegance, right? So this one is called Effin' Fabulous by House of Tom Ford, right? This is a limited edition. I'm sure Tom Ford's gonna roll out more units to it, make it more accessible to people. For 2017, this was one of the most talked about and sought after scent, right? Coming to the introduction, how this scent is, this is a spicy scent, right? With spiciness, this one has that DNA which actually lingers on for days and days on clothes. Basically, I worn this scent twice, and I could not basically miss out. There's something about it which stays with you, stays on your clothes, on your skin, in your wardrobe, in your room. That's the scent profile, which is entirely different, right? Talking about this, of course, this one were like, I heard there were 1,000 units made. You could not get hands on this one. You could try the Duva version of it. It's equally good, but in an extract version. This is Eau de Parfum, this is extract. So that saying that this one is more power packed version of Tom Ford, right? This one you could easily get your hands on. I remember I broke a bottle of this at my store, and for whole 1 week I broke it at the entrance of my store. I was carrying some stuff and there were 3-4 bottles with me and this one dropped. For entire week, the moment I enter or exit the store, I could get a whiff of it. That's how powerful this juice is, which this one isn't, because this is an extract version. This is like untamed. This is a tamed beast, this is untamed beast. So that's how I would say. This is the third honorable mention for this video. Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. Now that were the honorable mentions. Now coming to the actual scents we have, right? We'll be starting with the best designer launches of this year. The first one, which have seen a lot of love, people who bought it absolutely loved it. People restocked multiple bottles of this one. It's called Man in Black by Bulgari. Right guys, this one is a spicy leathery scent. It's on similar lines with the Victor & Rolls Spice Bomb, which is a very respected scent in community, but that's lacking the leather which this one has. Right, they already launched 3 flankers to them as well, but the basic doesn't lose its charm with that. That's the first designer launch. Basically it was launched in 2016, but it actually picked up in 2017. So we cannot think about the year without this scent. It's called Man in Black by Bulgari. Second scent is also from the same house. That's the Aquatic. This was the best Aquatic in last 2 years and not just 2017. This is called Aqua Amara. This one, I would say, hands down the most sold designer fragrance in 2017. That's what I could say. What we have done, the numbers may vary with someone else, right? That's Bulgari Aqua Amara. I have suggested to so many people who haven't sniffed it, and I'll tell you, it was 99% success ratio. 99% people loved it, 1% people over expected, but they were like not happy, not sad, so they were just average about the reaction. Aqua Amara by Bulgari. So this house gave 2 gems this year, Man in Black and Bulgari Aqua Amara. Coming to the third designer that we had that has seen a lot of love, that's Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue. This is original Versace Pour Homme, which is actually an Aquatic, but this is slightly more loaded with the freshness and slight hint of spiciness. So that doesn't make it too linear like the original version of it, Versace Pour Homme. That gives a little complexity and a little more depth to the original formulation, Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue. That's my third bestseller in 2007. Coming to top 3 Manceras of this year. So I call them the gateway to niche. This house and another sister concern, Montale, I call these houses as gateway to niche. People who are transiting from designer to niche, upgrading from designer to niche, these are where they start with. Now the quality they offer is mind-blowingly good, mind-blowingly amazing, while the pricing is still a little bit on the same range of designer, right? So first one that I sold the most in 2017 is Oud Vanille. Plain and simple combination of oud and vanilla, no hanky panky stuff, very simple formula, and gives you tons and tons of compliments. It's got some character in it. This scent is full with character. You wear it and in every different weather, different time, you get to explore a different side of it. If you're wearing this in summers, I know it sounds crazy wearing this in summers, but come on guys, all the time we are in air conditioned, in car, in office, wherever we go, so why not? It doesn't matter. This performs in summers as well, and in winters it's absolute love to wear it. You're not gonna, every alternate day you're gonna reach to it. It's that good and damn cheap. Like for 6,000 for a 120 ml, that is like as good as a designer. Designers are sold for higher in stores. That's our first one, Oud Vanille by Mancera. Second one is also vanilla. It's from same house, Roses Vanille. Now this has got rose to it, which adds an oriental touch, which adds a slightly feminine touch because of the rose. But as said, rose is masculine in Middle Eastern countries, while rose is feminine in Western world. Being said that, rose is one of the note which, if you start developing the taste for rose, you have endless options to choose from. There are so many good, amazingly good rose scents available, this being one of them. It's Roses Vanille by Mancera. Performance wise, you don't have to worry about it. Till next day you will get the whiffs of this beautiful juice, right? Third one from house of Mancera. This is the scent which got Mancera into the front row. It was actually driving it, sitting at the back row, and it came to the driving seat. This is Cedrat Boa by House of Mancera. Though it is said it's clone of the King Aventus, but exactly it is not. It has got the pineapple along with the woodiness that makes it even better, even more, gives you more performance. So people say this has been reformed or whatever, but trust me guys, I have this bottle from last 3 months. Initially I thought it's reformed, but if I sniff it now, there's absolutely no change. All you have to do, if you think your bottle of Cedrat Boa is not performing, just keep it for a couple of months and then you reach to it. That is the time it macerates. So nowadays, the brands do not have that much time when they have to quickly really go to the market, so they miss out this important step. So if you have a bottle of it and you think it's not performing, just let it sit for a while and then get back to it. It's not going to disappoint you. So these were the top 3 Manceras we have seen the most love in 2017. Going to the top 3 Montales. Right, so first Montale we'll be talking about is called, you guys must have guessed it already. It's called Black Oud. So this juice, one drop of it is so thick, so dense, rose and oud combo. People say it's a bit synthetic, but that's only for a couple of seconds, and after that the red rose, the reddest of the rose, the darkest red of the rose. This is what it is, and oud is there, right? So this scent is being talked about from 4 or 5 years right now, but now it has become easily accessible at a very good price of about 5,000 for 100 ml, which makes it absolute worth, right? That is Black Oud. That has been our #1 top seller in House of Montale for 2017. Second one has been, so this scent is called Intense Cafe by Montale. So this scent, initially people were not sure about it, but once they pull the trigger of this one, and they would fall for it. It's so gorgeous, so amazingly charming. You just put it on and you're gonna be in a different world altogether. It's coffee and rose. That combination itself sounds so deliciously good. And this scent is equally unisex. I mean, a man could wear it, it will be masculine, and a woman could wear it. So it's got two sides of it. It's more of a bipolar scent, right? This is called Intense Cafe by House of Montale. Just a heads up, roses vanilla is quite close to it. The common thing is roses. This has got roses and coffee. This has got roses and vanilla. So they both are quite close, but this has got vanilla in it, which this is missing. So if you are planning to buy it, you could consider any one of these two. Having these two would be a bit redundant. So coming to the third Montale, it's called Oud Lime. This one came out from nowhere, absolutely nowhere, but whoever tried it absolutely fell for it. So it's got the citrus side of lime, and it's got oud to it. So it's more like a citrus oud, right? I cannot control myself from giving it a whiff. So wow. So this is one of the, I can't say, the oud scent can't get more sophisticated than this one. Not too overpowering, at the same time not too weak. That is how I classify this scent. It's called Oud Lime. Nobody came to me asking for this scent, but I have gone a step ahead and showed it to them, and they absolutely loved it. It's called Oud Lime by Montale. That's the third Montale here. Now we are going to the top powerhouses which I discovered. And see what happens, I call myself a perfumologist, which is our trademark that connects people to their right scent. That's the simple definition. We'll be doing a lot of things around it, around the same concept. So 2018 is going to be full of new scent. So next category we are touching is the powerhouses, right? Why we call these scents as powerhouse? There was an era of 1980s where one of the most masculine scents emerged. So that era is called as the 80s powerhouses, and the scents are called 80s powerhouses, right? The first one I have is a new version of a timeless classic called Aramis. Aramis by Aramis. This is called Modern Leather by Aramis. So what these guys have done, they have kept the original formula, which is aromatic fougere, as it is, and they have added a touch of leather. Now when I'm talking about touch of leather, it's not like Tuscan leather, but it's more old school leather like Van Cleef & Arpels Pour Homme. This is a new launch, looking ahead in 2018. Hopefully people would be going to try for this one, because these are the legendary scents which you must try. These basically get lost into the all glitters and glamours of other perfumes from other brands. So these are, it carries the legacy within it, right? Another powerhouse which I've seen younger audience reaching out to it, it's Van Cleef & Arpels Pour Homme. Though it's also a 80 cents, mostly recommended for people who are 40 and above, but I've seen people who are 25 years old rocking this one. So that's Van Cleef & Arpels Pour Homme, which is a leather-based scent, leather and tobacco. Aramis Modern Leather, which is the original Aramis formulation with added leather to it. A vintage leather, not like how a leather jacket smells. We have a different category for that, we'll be touching those as well. Now, the third one on this powerhouses list is Bentley Absolute for Men. Coming to this is a reminiscent of Gucci Pour Homme 1, which has been discontinued. One of the best woody, one of the best smoky scent which we have come across. Apparently that is lost with time, you don't get it anymore. It's discontinued because some of the ingredients were banned, so brand has to drop that. Now you go for this and you won't be missing that scent anymore. So this is as good as Gucci Pour Homme 1. It's called Bentley Absolute for Men. We have seen a lot of love. 2016 everybody went for Bentley Intense, which is a woody version, more citrusy woody. This year we have seen more and more people going for Bentley Absolute, right? Coming to a discovery of 2018 into a similar genre, this is called Obsession for Women. So what we do, there's a gap. You see, this scent is made for women. A men will never go and try it. In 2017, we have seen more and more people overcoming this barrier of sexes, of male-female scents. We have seen so many people so many men going for women's scents and so many women going for men's scents. So that's a very interesting thing. You should not limit yourself how brands are targeting you. You should go beyond that. Marketing world is very weird. They would actually make whatever they want happen by the marketing tricks. So this scent is very, very masculine. Saying that it's targeted for women, but still it's amazingly masculine. Try this out and you won't be disappointed. If you love 80s powerhouses like Polo Green, like RMS we spoke about, this is on the similar line and much amplified. This gives me good 10 to 12 hours and still strong. That's how it is. The women with good character rock this one, but I would say men who love 80s powerhouses, go for this. This is CK Obsession for Women. Okay, coming to two very popular genres of today's time, oud and leather, right? So I'll be showing top 3 oud and top 3 leather scents, what people have gone for. First one, Scent Story 24 Gold. This scent has been talked about from last 5 years. 5 years back, only difference is it was way too cheap in 2011-12 when it was launched. But now, if the prices has gone a little bit up because of the expenses have gone up for the brand. Earlier, it was just extension of a TV series 24 by 20th Century Fox. So that time their idea was not to make money but to promote the whole series. But then this house is Dubai based. They came into the proper manufacturing as a fragrance house. Then definitely now the goal was different, not to publicize a particular cross product, but it's a house on its own. So the pricing went a little bit, but still I call it a very decent purchase. This cost about, this is the oud edition by the way, this cost about 4,000 for this kind of performance, for this kind of scent quality. Absolute worth it. There's a basic edition as well, which is slightly toned down oud. This has got slightly overdose of oud to it. It's called 24 oud edition. Many people have gone for it. People talk about reformulation of this particular scent, but they have actually made it more wearable. You could wear it more often, unlike the first edition, right? That's 24 gold. Second one we have seen that got amazingly good response. I could barely, I don't collect anyone saying, I don't remember anybody saying that, hey, this is not worth, or this is too expensive, or this does not perform. Absolutely everyone loved it. This is Oud Bouquet by Lancome. A house like Lancome pulling out this kind of scent was the least expected. So what this scent is, it's oud, vanilla and rose. We spoke about so many oud vanilla combination, oud and rose combination, but this one definitely stands out. It's basically that creaminess of vanilla that makes it so different, and the tender rose note and then the wild oud note, that's all power packed in this beautiful bottle. That's Lancome Oud Bouquet. Cost wise, it goes about 5,000 to 6,000. That's Oud Bouquet by Lancome. Next one, this doesn't need any introduction. It comes in the massive flacon. It's called Oud Isfahan by Christian Dior. This is part of the private line from Christian Dior. This scent is equally unisex, oud and rose, slightly towards the feminine side. When we spoke about Montale Black Oud, that was also oud and rose, but that's like the darkest red rose. This is like the pink rose. Oud is there, very refined oud, and then the pink rose. So that's how it is. Absolutely beautiful. The trail it leaves behind, the sillage it leaves behind, nothing could beat it. Absolutely gorgeous. I've seen people reaching out to multiple bottles, finish it off quickly, go for a next bottle. That is the kind of scent which you would like to have always in extra buffer. That's Oud Isfahan by Christian Dior. The next genre we'll be talking about is one of my favorite genres as well, and it's called leather, right? We'll be coming up with the top leather scents that's been trending. The first one is the cheapest of them all. This is called Leather Blend by Davidoff. Now, Davidoff is a tobacco manufacturer, a coffee manufacturer, then into the lifestyle, then into the fragrances. So they came up with every brand what we seen in last couple of years, especially 2016-17. A lot of designer houses launching their niche lines. We have seen Bulgari doing it, we have seen Davidoff doing it, we have seen Versace also doing it, though it didn't come to India. Thierry Mugler did that. Most of the brands who want to keep up to date with the market are coming up with the niche lines, which focuses on the quality, on perfumery, on ingredients and nothing else, right? So Davidoff did the same. They launched 4 versions of their private line. First one was Leather Blend, second was Agar, third was Amber Blend, and the fourth was Wood Blend. All of 4 are like, they will knock you off. They are such amazing quality. Leather Blend being my favorite. This one is leather, but it comes with the dry spiciness to it, which gives so much of depth, and it keeps evolving with time. You wear it, and the way it evolves is so damn masculine that this cost about 5,000. So definitely a go-to scent. Good thing this has been launched in India. Many stores are carrying this, especially in metros. The counters where they had Davidoff products will be carrying this particular line. So you could walk into the nearest Davidoff store, into Shoppers Stop, Lifestyle, and check this out. So that was Davidoff Leather Blend. Coming to next, doesn't need any introduction. It's Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. This actually got leather into the mainstream. Leather became a recognizable note. Earlier, perfumes like Aramis, Van Cleef and Arpels had leather as a note, but that leather was entirely different. You cannot detect it. After this particular scent, the leather actually came into the front line. You could sniff and say, hey, that's a leather-based scent. Like Man in Black, you could sniff and say there is leather in it. That all happened after this masterpiece came into the existence. It's called Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. Hands down the most masculine, the most leathery scents on earth today. That's Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Up next, I'll be presenting along with it because that's very close to it. It's called Rasasi La Yucavum. What's different about Rasasi is the raspberry. That sweetness is so dense, so thick that it will stay with you for 2 days, 3 days and so on. If you put it on your clothes, on fabric, it's not gonna leave you. That is what makes it so amazingly good. Now, this is a Dubai-based house. In Dubai, Rasasi is the best thing ever. You live in your city, you would see hoardings with perfumes. I don't think you see any hoardings with perfumes. You go to Dubai, you walk out of the airport and you would see a big Rasasi hoarding. You would see the Rasasi launches come in. So that's how big this brand is in Dubai. And this particular scent falls into their Oriental collection. And this is a leather-based scent with raspberry to it. It's like very thick and syrupy, which gives that powerful, that gives you that authority that, hey, I'm here. All the scents knocked out from the room. All bullshit out. That's how it is. Full of authority. La Yucavum by Rasasi. This is going to be the last scent on this video. This is called Cure d'Africano by Dua Fragrances. This scent is replicating Memo's African leather. which actually portrays how leather is in Africa. I mean that's very. They have a series of Italian leather, African, Russian, Irish. So that's how they are producing fragrances with wood and leather combination. This is Cure de Africano. That sharp leathery vibe, and trust me, this gonna pierce your nose. And you wearing this, this one cannot go unnoticed. So apparently that cost too high. The African leather cost about 15,000, 20,000 for a 75 ml. This is as good as the Memos version and even a step ahead in terms of performance and projection, because it's made by Dua, which is known for making powerhouses, right? This is called Cure de Africano. 30 ml cost 3,000. Anybody could take a spin, go for it. This is called Cure de Africano. With this, we'll be ending this video. So what we spoke about were the 3 honorable mentions: Amouage Interlude, Safari Extreme by Abdul Samad Al Qureshi, Effin Fabulous by Tom Ford. Those were the honorable mentions. Then we spoke about top 3 Manceras, Roses Vanille, Oud Vanille, Cedrat Bois. Top 3 Montales, Intense Cafe, Black Oud and Oud Lime. Top 3 Powerhouses. We had Aramis Modern Leather, Van Cleef and Arpels Pour Homme. We had Bentley for Men Absolute, and we had Obsession for Women, right? And then we had top 3 Oud Base Scents, 24 Gold, Oud Bouquet by Lancome, Oud Isfahan. Top leather scents: Tuscan Leather, Leather Blend, La Yukuam by Rasasi, and then we had Cure de Africano by Dua Fragrances. Then we also had top 3 designer launches in last year, which we have seen a lot of traction: Bulgari Man in Black, Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue, and Aquamara Bulgari. So guys, that's it. That's all we had for this particular video. To sum up how exciting 2017 was full of so many awesome fragrances. What I could say, 2018 is going to be still better, even better, at par with 2017 and even better. So what we're gonna do will be regular with our videos. That's a promise. We'll be bringing a whole lot new perfumes for you. That's another promise. This video has been shot in collaboration with Gujotsav. You could check out their channel in description below. They do short movies, regional short movies, and they have been nominated for several awards as well. Check it out. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to us. It's Mohit here, checking out. See ya.